Hello everyone, today is a big hike in the forest summer. Already summer in all mosquitoes. And pretty warm already now. So I dress quite easily. All useful gear references, which I use in my campaigns, you can find down below in the description under this video. I arrived here in such an interesting place. Here I have already been like that with a stove pinch. On the stone here. Bread. Stove cooked on it. And now I decided to finalize this place. I will make one of the stones. There are a lot of stones nearby. From stones I will make such a small hearth. Well, I will do a privateer. Using a cloak, tent as well, bedding where to sit. It's pretty warm now, so you can sit like this. The ground is pretty so good already warmed up. Took a shovel today. Shovel come in handy for me, since it is already quite dry here and there is no stone here. Therefore, dig a hearth. Well, for a start, I will remove moss top layer. And on the ground, I will already make a fire. This is how I folded the stones. Bottom stone, still then dug deeper. Made a hole using a shovel. And this is the design turned out to be quite comfortable. And right there, I will use the grill from the mini grill. Mini Mangle, this one with me, always carry. You have probably seen him already, and this is how it will be very comfortable, ready to cook. Scouting with birch bark. Well, using dry moss, dried like that, to set on fire. That I tried today using. Chrysala in the shovel, there is a flint screwed in there. And with the help of it, I will try to breed firewood today. It's pretty here. A lot of these are here. Pretty thick. Branches like this is how I broke them. And I will make a fire with their help. Here, everything burst out well. Everything is dry well for a start. I put thick twigs, outward burns, prepared small twigs. Twigs are thicker, and generally there are thick logs. And this is how I will now slowly lay, and everything will flare up very well, since everything is quite now summer. It's not a problem to make a fire. Only need to watch carefully to don't make a fire. By all the rules, do everything. Well, and today I have a new hiking recipe. Invented it myself. We'll need for this. We'll gram approximately 150 bacon, onion, 1 carrot, and a couple potatoes. Well, I still use Zira as seasoning. I'll add some garlic too. Well, while there is a fire igniting in advance, I cut everything. Vegetables. And here are these bowls, by the way. Very such well necessary things. That is, while you cook, here to cut all the ingredients where to put. Here's the bacon already sliced. Put a bow. Carrot. This is how I cut. And also with those bowls, pretty comfy. More convenient to eat than from a bowler. Keeping this one on weight isn't that comfortable. More convenient here are these after all pioki, but they are comfortable and nice to eat. Oh, all the same here is this round bowler. I really liked it. He's at 850 milliliters if around the edges. Well, such a more or less non-stick coating he has. Here poured oil. And cook in it, well, quite convenient. In round shape. Poured oil right now. Here took garlic. Right now, I will also cut in advance. Here are all the ingredients. Bacon still a little left. Well, 2 potatoes. 3 potatoes here I use so small. Clean cut. Then fry for a start. First fall asleep. Carrot with onions. That's how I talked. Comfortable like this. Pre-cut everything. Here in the pioka folded. You can fry in this bowler. Here I will roast. I will add vegetables and grains a little. Very useful in this dish. She is very fun. Taste gives well, that's vegetables. They practically do not burn. Vegetables can be fried. But not everything can be fried because it will burn. That's the amount of zers. As per I, about a little bit. There is a pinch quite. And then, well, after, how to fry vegetables. Loading bacon. Bacon will also slowly fry. Then add a little water. And I will stew already with potatoes. Add potatoes. There and until ready. Potatoes until it cooks. I will cook. Smell, of course. Stand stunned. And that's exactly what Zira gives. So original. Taste of this dish. Hiking such options from simple products. That's such a spoon. By the way, pretty. I really like
Compact
it so much.
sheet.
Set of such devices.
Fork spoon.
Knife, but not used the knife yet. You can use it there. If oil on oil, and also here's the main ingredient. Mivamex sauce. Such. Spicy one. Garlic, but he is quite so tolerant. Gives such a pleasant sharpness. And the taste is pretty too. Good one. That's such a beauty. Well, as always, teacup. That's who wouldn't say anything about this set. But me, this flask. If given bowler like it, this bowler is pure for tea. That is, I use tea, as if I do not cook any food in it. Either tea or coffee. And she's more comfortable than just a mug there, some iron. And this set is quite easy. Well, I like him. Exactly with the bowler. If that's what I'm wearing here, here's this flask set. Well, I take an extra liter of a liter bottle out. From this bottle, you can then filter water. If there is somewhere near a reservoir, through the filter, special camping can be filtered. Well, and then came out here in place. Of my night here, I already spent the night. Still no way hands will reach. Finish it all with the help of cloak tents. So far, I'm doing shelter, but you will have to lapnik. Make and shelter. Still maybe also moss then on top. That is to do this. That is to come already to this place and everything was already ready. Well, so far, like, this here's a generation for me to finish it. So far, using a cloak tent. And then nearby I made a cache. Which you don't carry around. Here I have such a specific Mongolic. From thick iron. Here he hid it under a stone. Wrapped in a bag. Sprinkled with firewood. This mangle weighs 3 kilograms. It is always not very comfortable. That's a pretty heavy weight for hiking gear. But he is exactly himself. Brazier is very comfortable and burn a fire in it. Cooking kebab fire. Here is such a Mongolic. I really like him. But the fact that he is heavy. Doing like this here from Kronhide. Then maybe I'll take him. I'll hide somewhere else. And in general, I will spread this practice there, some. Or products, not perishable equipment. Will do. Caches in their places. To come already as if everything with you. So don't get dragged. Well, that's how you can see the mangle is so pretty thorough. Well, great BTW. Separately, you can use this one on top. Well, she is so from thick stainless steel, they're 3 millimeters whole. With comfortable here is such a pen. That is, the pen is removed and can be raised to 3 levels. This grill level 3. You can lower and lower due to coals. I still like this set in the case. Here everything in bolos and pans. Pretty compact. And added, I complimented it. That's how it is. Wooden board. She fits here very so well. Hardboard is still better than plastic. They are thin. Plastic thin is so generally when well. There's nothing. Of course she weighs heavier. Wooden this, but cutting on it is much more comfortable. Bolo still, this one is generally cool. I really like it. Pens don't melt. Bakelite pens. You can put him in a fire. He is quite stable due to that. What here he is, so flat. I will not even wipe it from the bottom now. Let him gradually smoke. Will be so all nice black. And today, still on the grill grate, decided to try an eggplant. Here's a fry. I will cut it with salt rounds. Pepper their seasonings. And also took a sausage, Krakow sausage. That is such products. They're well, don't spoil for a long time. For a hike quite like this, come up and you can use them there anything. Come up there on a hike to cook something interesting and yummy. Sausage Krakow, also fire. just grilled. With ketchup is a small bag. They're for 9 rubles found. Bags are sold. Here on a hike I take now ketchup and mayonnaise. Also took mayonnaise. Ketchup seems to be in a fiver. Convenient packaging for hiking. Well, the tea is black. Loose now here in such containers I take. Here the seasoning came in handy. I like this seasoning compact. At once there are several seasonings to salt. Pepper here is still red. Pepper. Black. Everything peppered in advance. Well, for starters, I'll cook a quick noodle soup there. Bowlers then I will. Roast on 2 myself. Well, and brew later. Although no immediately in seagull. Here now I will brew a seagull. That is, immediately parallel will be and soup is prepared. And teacup. Until I drink, until the rest is cooked there. This is how everything is at the same time on this mangala. This is how everything is placed wonderfully. A lot more will even fit in here at all. And this is how they throw firewood there. Now throw up. It will burn, and it will. Boil everything much faster. Very comfortable. Mangalkic in this regard. Here everything burst into flames. Everything. Getting ready, the process is going on. Sitting high. All the water boiled. Now boil soup. Based on doshiruk. That's necessarily such a spicy. Most yummy. And sliced also use sausage krakow. Add a little. Given such soup. Liquid here already. And the tea boiled. Such an improvised table. Did. Because to put on moss, well, it doesn't stick very well moss. Then, sugar poured. Fell asleep seagull. Let everything stand, insist. It's boiling here. Let him leave longer. Sausage let it boil a little in here. Such a wonderful soup turns out. Now I will add more mayonnaise, and sure. Mayonnaise love, I mayonnaise. Who wouldn't say anything? What is this harmful? No, what is harmful? But without mayonnaise, soup only pea. I can eat without mayonnaise. Although some are. Who will put in pea soup? Mayonnaise like this is how it turns out beautifully. That volume, of course. Good one for one person. Basically quite so. Eat. Well, this soup is already better, of course. It's more convenient to eat from the bowler itself. Put in these piauki. Such a semi-liquid something there. And soups are so very liquid. Better still from the bowler is pan use as. Also, here is a container where to put there temporarily. I post everything on the grill. Now it will fit both eggplants, and at the same time, also sausage. Sausage I cut still along the lobes. Here I will post now. Eggplants will certainly be fried for a long time. Getting ready to long fry. And the sausage is just well enough. Tushy brown there roasted so that the crust formed in her.